Good morning, designers, or good afternoon if you get here later in the day. A quick reminder that design requires a charged laptop, a notebook with a writing utensil, and earbuds. You should be bringing all three to every class. If you don't, and you have to run back to your locker, you will now be buying yourself a late pass to get into class with not the right equipment. If you don't own these things, particularly the notebook for many of you that I have talked with, you will be getting notes home to your parents now to say, be sure you get this. You need to have a graph notebook or a blank notebook to bring to class. And I wanted to talk a little bit about our design cycle, which is just one model of it, but it's a simple one that we use to understand the process. And in many cases, a full design cycle for professionals involves a client building something for somebody else. In our case, a lot of times we're focusing on learning the equipment, or learning new techniques, including me. There's so many different tools and techniques in this lab that I don't know them all by a long shot. And the create phase is where we do that. This is where we create a project to try out our skills and improve our abilities with a particular tool, a technique, or an approach to what we're doing. So I wanted to remember a few things from this diagram about that create phase, which are, how can I create the best current result under the build question, and what supplies or skills will I need? These are two questions to think about early in the create phase, and again, as you go through the phase, to keep in mind, what is it that you want to learn by doing this? What skill are you trying to improve? And what's going to make that happen for you? Do you need to get on YouTube and watch a few videos about how to do this and practice it a few different times? Practice, come back and watch a little bit, get a few more tips, go practice, come back and watch. This is a very powerful technique because YouTube has so much on it. You can watch different videos and get different bits of what you need by practicing and watching in a repeated cycle before you move to building your final prototype. What supplies do you need? In that case, an email to me before class or for the next class can help me make sure that we're prepared for you when you come in, rather than having to wait for me because so many people need me during class. And then how can you create the best current result? This is one of the things, it's a subtle, small thing, but it totally changes design for a lot of students when they realize it. As you're working, take a couple minutes every so often throughout the period, throughout the project, to stop, sit down, and think about, how is it going, and what do I need next? Ideally, this is what the exit ticket in class is for. It's a chance to sit down and think about, how is it going, and very specifically, what's my next step? What will help me learn now?